Hi guys, so today we're having a look at the Siligel blender. I don't know why I always pronounce it like silly rather than silly, because I don't talk about people having silicone boobs, although that describes some people's. I got this in a glossy box, glossy box, and the RRP is $5.99. It's by stylelondon.com. And it boasts it's going to give you a natural finger blend effect. It's hygienic, easily cleaned and dried, less product wastage. It says you can use it for creams or liquids, and you tap repeatedly to blend it in. So I like that it's properly sealed and comes in a little Ziploc bag, which is not going to open for me because these never ever like me. Does anybody else have packaging that actively dislikes them? I can't grip enough of... I'm going to be back when I can actually get this opened. Okay, I genuinely had to use tweezers to get that out, which is utterly ridiculous. So it's a bit more kind of matte textured than I was expecting it to be, but just so you can see how kind of soft it is, it's how easy it kind of wrinkles up. It's definitely very squishy. It feels a lot like those things you put in your shoes though. I know some people done like using bra inserts instead, but I think this feels like the cushions you get for like your heels in the back of your shoe. Anyway, let's get some foundation out for this to go with. I've gave up on my beloved Primark. It was getting way too messy. Just could not get foundation neatly out of it. So I'm just going to quickly blend two others together that makes my second favourite, and then we will take it from there. Now I've mixed myself quite a small batch of foundation because this does boast that you will use less product. So let's tell you which side you use. Does it matter? Doesn't matter. I don't know. That side. Why not? So I'm tapping and it is spreading out. And I don't really know because it says to tap rather than to drag. So this is already feeling quite time consuming to me, but maybe the effect I get will be really, really super worth it. I wouldn't say that's gone particularly far in terms of what that product has covered. I feel like with my brush I would normally have done, you know, when I mix this, I do the same thing. I wipe what's on the tweezers onto my face, and it basically does that cheek, which is what we've done. Let's pick up a little bit more and go into the other cheek. What I'm thinking is there's obviously quite a large surface area to this applicator, but then because it doesn't have a separate handle, you can only use part of that surface area. And it feels quite weird when you go over bent bits like that, the back wrinkles up under your fingers, and that feels quite weird. It almost feels like having like prune fingers after you've been in the bath for ages. I mean, right, so there's a line here. That's obviously not what we want, and we're supposed to blend by tapping. I mean, it's slightly gone, but not... I don't feel like I have quite the same control of where it's going to when I blend it out, if that makes any sense. There's obviously quite a lot in this area of my face. I'm still missing that bit on my nose. How does this do for nooks and crannies? It's not really easy to get in there, is it? You have to quite literally turn the product on its side, and then there's actually an edge there, and that just feels a little bit weird and uncomfortable, and like you shouldn't be using it. Okay, so my nose is obviously one of my problem areas that requires the most coverage, so let's do the main body of my nose, as it were. This bit's feeling kind of awkward as well, fitting in between the eyebrow bridge of the nose area, and it looks quite patchy, so I'll need to go over it again. I feel like most of the pores in my nose are okay, but some of them do seem to be quite thoroughly emphasised, and this has just taken a while. I don't have a counter on the screen I can see on my camera, so you guys will know better than me how long this has taken to make your minds up. It's quite good for getting in around piercings, I will give it that. When I use a brush I tend to end up with foundation all over the piercing and cleaning it at the end, so you know, it's okay for that. I'm not in love with the coverage that I'm getting. I feel like this foundation is normally, you know, significantly better coverage than this. I mean, just for a quick comparison, just my forehead, just the brush that I used this foundation with yesterday. That was super quick, looks much more flawless to me, and I didn't use that much product, so I'm gonna quickly even out the rest of my face because I don't like looking patchy, and we will give this a shot with concealer. I'm not ready to give up on it just yet, but I'm going back to Old Faithful quickly. So have you guys tried these? What's your thoughts on it? Have you got on with it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you just think it's a gimmick? You know, let me know. I like chatting to you guys. So, I mean, that covered my face just so much quicker and better. Okay, so under eye corrector, mine's about to run out, which is not ideal. I do have another different one, but it seems to have went walkies. I think I took it with me when I did my mum's makeup, so it's possibly at my mum's house. So, Kiko Natural Concealer in Clear. This is a favourite. It will be getting repurchased even if I do find the one at my mum's house. So, okay. I think I'm getting very near to the end of that beloved product. Okay, it's blended that out quite nicely actually. So that's nice. And obviously there was very little product that I could get out there, so to still have had the coverage that I enjoy from that small amount is great. Next I'm going to take the Kevyn Aucoin Essential Skin Enhancer, which is a much thicker consistency concealer. So if you've seen me reviewing applicators before, you will have seen this. I tend to trot it out because it's well, because it is a heavier consistency, and, you know, see how it copes with that. Okay, I mean, it's blended out okay. What I will say is this sensation is actually starting to get slightly uncomfortable. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually gripping onto my skin. So every time I do that, I'm actually tugging at my skin. Over time, I can see that leading to wrinkles, and even just on this one use, it's causing me discomfort. So that's definitely a markdown right there. So let's just try this little bit of my nose, which I always need a little bit of extra help with. Again, that feeling that I need to put it on its edge, and I'm just going to try and zoom you in and see if this will show up. Because I'm putting it on the edge, there's almost like lines appearing, and I'm trying in, so I'm then going to have to re-blend that area. That. Okay, right. I am not a fan. I have watched a few videos of people using these. I've seen videos where people have been told that they've done it wrong by the companies that make them. I followed the instructions. I've used it. I'm just not enjoying it. I don't think it's an efficient, quick way to apply your foundation. I don't think the application that I got was a particularly brilliant application. I still think brushes are way better than this. And then I'm concerned by the gripping under the eye, and the fact that long term something like this could potentially give you wrinkles and cause skin problems, which I really don't want. A brush, it's nice and light, it tugs at your skin minimally, really. So no, for me, these are an absolute no-go, goodbye product. If you've got any feedback on how I used it, if you think I've done it wrong, please leave me a comment below telling me what's wrong, not just that I am wrong. Because I do like to learn. I'm here to educate, learn, review. I'm here for whatever YouTube can give me. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please like and please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all later. Bye.